Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be budgeting for our January 24th paycheck. I know I am planning in the month of February, as you guys can tell, but I do like to track our expenses every 28 days. So two paycheck periods, I guess, is how I track our expenses. So for January 24th, we are starting in the new month, which is going to be in February. So that's just how I like to budget. And I find that it works for my family. So that's what we're doing. And speaking of budgeting for February, I did already close out January. So I'll be trying to film that video as soon as I can because I'm trying my best to really keep up. I know I missed December, but I just wanted to go ahead and do this one. But yeah, anyways, back to the budgeting video. Since I had already closed out January, I did close out the January 10th paycheck. We do get paid bi-weekly, and so I did carry over a couple things. I carried over whatever was remaining in our checking account, which was 180 bucks, and I also carried over 166 bucks, which is what we had left over in cash. And then our paycheck was 2,620, which those are the actual numbers. My husband does find out how much he will be getting paid Wednesday nights, and I am budgeting this on Thursday evenings, so I went ahead and just plugged in all the actual numbers. I don't think I've ever really done a video doing a budget with me. I kind of just show you guys how it's all laid out, but I do like to use my Fudget app hand in hand. I use my Fudget app to kind of do the calculations for me, and then I go ahead and plug it into my budget by Paycheck Workbook. Then I kind of just follow it along. I don't do any tracking or anything in the Fudget app. It's just mainly to help me calculate things because sometimes I work on budgets while I'm in bed and I can't sleep. So yeah, so I am filling out the part where it has all of our bills. That's all of our non-negotiable bills there. That's like on auto pay and everything. The only exception would be our laundry app, and I go between putting 20 bucks or $25 every paycheck, kind of depending on how our laundry load is. So that's that. That's how we pay for our laundry, is through our app. And then down at the bottom, I know it says envelopes on there. I actually am not an envelope cash user. I do use my debit card. We do use some cash. I try to have some on hand just in case there's some places that don't accept card, like at the farmer's market. We like to make sure we have cash and stuff, and just in case a place doesn't accept a card, we like to carry some kind of cash with us. But for the most part, we do use our debit card. And my budget categories has been the same for a few months now, which is food, transportation, household, kids, my husband, my allowance, fun and events, and miscellaneous. The kids' budget is a little bit higher for this paycheck because it is my son's third birthday, and we are going to be using it out of their fund. We don't really expect to spend too much because it's just going to be a small little intimate party. So, or just, I would say, just get together just to celebrate his third birthday. And what else for this month? Or for this paycheck, I also made sure to add whatever is left over. I do want to make sure I save some of that money and then pay off a little bit on my Synchrony card, which is the next debt that is to be paid off in our snowball. And then here I kind of wanted to show you guys that at the beginning, when I first do my first paycheck of the month, I make sure to just write in a section for our checking account and the amount that we are carrying over. And then this section here is for cash and what is left over from the previous paycheck. So just so I have that all ready. And then also what I have been doing, something that the budget mom does as well, is I write in all of the categories up in the top. That way when I fill up the whole entire page, I will calculate all of the categories on there That way at the end of the month I can kind of use each page to just calculate. I'll calculate this page, like food budget, with the next page and so on. So that's kind of what it's there for, and kind of gives me an idea of how much I'm spending, at a certain time. So it's just kind of nice to have it all up there. And then I also had already done my February monthly layout last week because I just wanted to make sure I get that all done. I did make a note at the very top, which got cut off, that anything highlighted in green is still being covered by, or is being covered by, the January 24th paycheck. And then other things that are highlighted, I do like to highlight the paychecks and the bills, or the bills according to which paycheck is going to cover it. So the February 7th paycheck is covering bills from basically the 7th up until the 20th. Then we get paid again on the 21st, which again on the 21st, that is actually going to be part of my March budget. I know it sounds weird, but I swear it works for me and my family, and I've been using it for a few months now, or doing it this way a few months now. So lots of cool things or exciting things happening for this month. So that's all kind of highlighted in purple. I actually have to add in a few more things, but I just make sure to kind of put those events and stuff in there to make sure I budget for those things. And yeah. Oh, and also my goal for this month is to make sure we get our taxes done, get it scheduled, and then to pay off my Synchrony card. So that is it for this budget. I hope you guys found it helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a great one. Bye.